Hey, Danny here, and welcome to my vlog. Continuation of using the new Viking 1000 peak amp jump starter. And of course this is set up to jump vehicles, but right now I'm going to see if it'll start this swisher. That battery's dead again, so hopefully it'll take it on. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to plug this in. As you can see, these have got, it's like a square, flat side on that, and that's going to mate with the flat side. It looks like a D. So you're going to put the D in the D, and the O in the O. Do. Yeah. All right, I'm not sure where it dumped out because I got down to 2% and it just dropped. So guess what I'm doing? I'm charging my phone while I'm doing the video. So that's working so far. Alright, so I've got that plugged into the front one here. You've got two ports, and I'm not sure exactly which one's the right one. I looked in the book, it doesn't tell me. It says port 1, A1 is 5 volts and 2.4 amps. The second one is A2, which is 5 volts, 3, and then 9, 2, and then 12 volts at 1.5. So I'm not sure exactly how we're doing this, because when this is plugged in, it doesn't tell you which one of these is which. One side is black, and this one's blue. So right now, I don't know what I'm charging the phone at, but it's working. It's charging my phone. All right, so let's go ahead and get this set up so we can go ahead and see if this is going to start this swisher. Like I said, you got the DO as a straight. You'll be able to put that straight in there, and as long as it's blinking, it's ready to go. And anyway, you can see it's 100%. And I'm still charging the phone at the same time. And I got to shove this all the way down there so it's flush. All right, it's flush, still blinking. So now what we're going to do, go ahead and take Mr. Posi cable and put it on the positive. Then we're going to take the black one, which is your ground, and I'm putting it to a body ground, which is this one here. Doesn't really want you putting it on the battery, but here's the ground that's connected to. So we're gonna make that on here somehow. I'm not sticking it on the battery. All right, there we go. All right, now as you can see, we are bright green, which means energy is going into that. Now, when you're charging your phone, what you have to do is you have to push your power button. So the minute you do that, you hold it 3 seconds, and now you get the light. Hold another 3 seconds, light will go out. I have power. When I did that, when I hold it or just tap it, I now have power going to the phone here. You already have power going to that battery right now. So let's see if there's enough. That is a dead battery, because it would not crank this without it. In fact, might be able to just disconnect it and we'll see. Maybe this. Okay, as you can see, we're gonna go take this. We're going to plug it in. We have a full green light. So let's see if we can start this puppy. Yep, I got half a tank in here. Probably ugly water. It's probably ugly fuel too, because it's been sitting over the winter. It's just got to go to start. We've got to go to full choke. And let's see what happens. Get my hands off of this thing. what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to shut it off. We'll see if that battery will start it again. All right. Now we'll see if that battery is going to restart it, which I doubt. Ready? Nope. So once this engine gets running, which it has to start out the battery, then it automatically has its own magneto and it generates its own electricity. So only using the battery to start it. Once it's running, now the battery has got to run the solenoid for the blades. So if you've got a dead battery, it's not going to run. Dead battery, you're not going to be able to start it, for one. And then secondly, you're not going to be able to run the solenoid that engages the blades. What I'm wondering if I'm going to plug this in and run the solenoid while I'm mowing. Run it till this dies, or like they said, don't let it get below 25%. So I'll have a dead battery, but because of this jumper, I'll be able to use the battery to start the swisher as well as run the blades. And it's continuation of the use of the Viking 1000 peak amp jumper box. I've had this hooked up to the battery the whole time, running it. Unfortunately, I got caught in some rope, so it shut it down. Off, disengaged. So, and I've been running, I've done about 4 acres right now with it, and using the jumper box to run my solenoid, to run the blades. With that, I'm going to disconnect this. I don't think, we'll see if the motor starts. Well, I've been running on a dead battery the whole time. No, nothing. I've been running straight through. It's green, so it's ready to go. Now, if I still got power, it's going to start this. No problem. No, I gotta get that. Now, I haven't checked battery voltage. It's been running. It's done my whole backyard, the whole 4 acres, in about, I think I've been at this about 2 hours. So that's been going straight through, running the battery, going straight through the system, and kicking in a solenoid that runs these blades. So I'm going to push the button here. We're going to check and see what our battery percentage is. Whew, no kidding. It hasn't used any. I'm impressed. And it's been running the blades the whole time, running through that battery, and it still will start. All right, if you like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, definitely share. You'll catch me on the next Dana's Vlogs. And this is a product evaluation on the Viking 1000 peak jumper box.